Hello everyone and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Guapish, Rule 34. As always, and for the first time in video, I'm your host, Tanner, and today I am joined by my lovely, gorgeous, beautiful girlfriend, Kirsten. And just to start off today's episode, I have something very important to do, and that is I was caught eating on an episode like 3 weeks ago or something, at least so I'm told. I don't think I was eating, but whatever, Nico said I was. So I'm going to eat this hot chip. It's a Packy one chip challenge. So I think the idea is you're supposed to leave it in your mouth for an hour and it sucks or something. Well, they have it in a little bag. So and what we're gonna be doing today is I'll eat the chip and I'll suffer from it for this entire episode, and we're gonna answer fun little couples dating questions. Let me get my mouse somewhere I can actually reach it. Alright, so why does the bag make it scarier?
As you can tell, it's sealed in with all its
Potentance?
Yes.
How bad do you think this is going to be for me?
Well, I watched some people at work eat it one time and they started throwing up. So.
They started throwing up?
Yeah, and they were all red in the face and couldn't breathe and shit.
God damn.
Yeah, I assume it was pretty hot. I have recordings of that, actually.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I'll be stronger than them. Should I even be touching this with my bare hands, you think?
I mean, you're going to touch it with your bare
lining
and intestine.
Holy shit.
Hurry up, I'm excited to watch.
Here, you
no, I'm not trying shit. I didn't eat it.
No, just sniff it because it smells bad. Yeah. That is... What the fuck? That smells familiar, but I can't put my hand on what it is. Do you think the trick is just to swallow it quickly or chew like a bunch?
I would swallow it quickly, but like I said, you'll probably throw up.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the chew technique. Now what's unfortunate is it broke up into like 3 pieces, so I'm gonna have to put each of those... Anyway, fuck.
Don't cut your mouth.
I was actually looking forward to this like 40 seconds ago, but... Here we go.
See, you shouldn't have asked me. You should have just did it.
God, that looks fucking evil, don't it? Where's the camera? Yeah.
I don't remember it being that color. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Yeah. Oh. Oh, are you okay?
Here, you want to ask the first question?
Okay. What's your ideal way to spend a vacation?
At home.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh. Stop lying. Really?
Oh my god, it got so much worse the second I swallowed. Holy shit.
Are you okay?
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm fine. What's your favorite way to end a vacation? I'm fine. Let's keep going.
Oh, my favorite way to spend a vacation is to eat and see, the people in the area.
I shouldn't have licked my lips just now.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. What do you like eating?
Whatever they have around there, what's local,
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually actually look up the place and oh my god.
Fuck it, I'm tapping.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I told you. Drink your milk.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
One kid who ate it, he was 18, the other dude was 30, and I'm telling you, they were sitting in the lobby and in the break room holding their head in a squat, throwing up, crying. They were embarrassed. They didn't have milk.
Oh. That was so weird. Holy shit. It's like oxygen activated or something. Like the second I swallowed and took a breath, I was doing fine before that. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Now I'm doing like the milk jug challenge all of a sudden.
Oh, please don't.
Oh my god.
That's hot.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth, honestly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Alright. You guys, it was coming out his nose when I walked in.
Fucking so. You know, I had this great plan I thought would be funny where, you know, I eat the chip and then I do the whole podcast like having eaten the chip. And that was a terrible idea and I didn't think it was very funny. But hopefully they'll think it's funny.
You gonna drink this whole gallon in this setting? Oh, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm feeling better now. Was it funny to you?
I was scared. I thought you were gonna throw up. Your eyes were bulging. I was like, oh hell no, I'm gonna have to call 911.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good now. I'm on.
And then they're gonna look at me funny.
Good. Nah.
Like, what's wrong?
That was the video portion. We will do the rest of this in audio.
How you say perfect in French?
Perfecto.
Yeah. What? I don't know. Fantastique. Ooh. Ooh. I am bilingual in this thing.
Magnifique.
Uh-huh. All of that.
Alright.
Okay.
Let me read the next question.
Okay.
What makes you dislike a person? Why are you staring at me so intensely while you're thinking about this?
I'm just looking at you. You're talking to me. Eye contact. Number one rule of talking.
Uh-huh.
I dislike people.
Here, let's scoot into the mic a bit more. Oh my god.
You have milky burps.
I got milk and pepper burps. Oh, do they smell?
Yeah, it smells like milk and...
I don't have my sense of smell right now.
Oh god. I dislike people who can't listen. And I also dislike people who can't listen. Yeah. No, but we knew that. It's all right. You know, like you use the PEMDAS method. You cancel things out over here. So it's all good. And also, people who have no reason to think they're better than other people, but for some reason do. That's like weirdly annoying because who gave you the right? Because it wasn't yourself. They're gonna hear in the podcast how I get ignored.
I'm sorry, Ashik. I'm reading the chip thing.
Oh, okay. I just want you guys to know why he does that he keeps his cat prisoner. Every time I come here, she's meowing for help.
I'm powerless.
Yeah. You didn't even get the hottest one. You're definitely powerless.
No,
this is the one that you got?
No, that was the hottest one.
You got this purple one.
No, it's a special blue chip challenge. Those are just their normal chips that they always sell.
Let me see the box. Okay, the way you destroyed this box. All right.
It had tape on it, you know?
It doesn't say what level this one is.
It's the one chip challenge. It's supposed to be like the mega hot chip.
Well, anyways, answer your question because I already did.
I just like people who are liars. I really value honesty. You know, people who just like they have a few too many like tics where it's like really noticeable and they just become annoying. I'm not a big fan of that.
Tics?
Yeah, you know, like they always start sentences with the same words or stuff like that.
Oh,
are you thinking the
so
bugs?
You hate me.
What's that supposed to mean?
I do that all the time. What do you mean? Oh, okay.
I haven't noticed it with you.
Perfect. Just kidding. I never do that.
Okay. I believe
Take your
it.
Weird chip box.
I was going to say something about the chip, but now I don't remember what it was. Am I less of a man because of this?
I can't think of anyone.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I can. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, star of Black Adam, which we saw on Saturday. Give me a quick review of Black Adam. What'd you like about it?
Black Adam was amazing. So they had Dwayne. Okay.
They sure did. He was all over that screen.
Yeah, motherfucker was thick. Oh, can we cuss on here?
Yeah, we can curse. Oh. We curse all the time.
Motherfucker, that son of a woman was thick on there. Okay. Mm-hmm. And they showed it off.
He was very big.
Mm-hmm. He had the whole full body jumpsuit. We talked about that, men in jumpsuits. So it was full body, right? Showing everything off. Mm-hmm. The boobs, the butt. He was flaunting, right? Yeah. So it was good. What was Black Adam? It started off, he was a kid. Wink, wink. He was a kid, enslaved.
Yeah.
Okay. And then their tyrant king who wanted to be the ruler of Earth and demi-ruler of hell or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And the devils helped him, made a crown. And Black Adam was like, I'm tired of the BS. Mm-hmm. We need to revolt. And then they made the Illuminati signs with their hands.
They really did.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, oh, yeah.
I think it's supposed to be an A for Adam.
Oh.
Maybe.
What was the name of the country again? Maybe it was for that.
It was Kondak.
Yeah, maybe it was A for Adam. Dean, he came back with his powers were given by the wizard. So at the same time that the Tyrant King got his devil power crown, Black Adam got his superpowers from all these wizards with their,
Did you see Shazam? The movie Shazam with Zachary Levi Taylor?
Oh. Is it related?
Yeah, the wizards that give Shazam his powers are the same wizards.
Okay, so
that's
Shazam is a recurring theme.
Yeah, that's why Black Adam also says Shazam to transform.
I mean, I wanted to laugh, but the movie was so intense that I actually didn't laugh, but it was kind of goofy if I could Shazam. All right. Shazam! Oh.
It's because he has 6 powers? And each
the other person?
No, both of them do.
How do you know? They didn't say what Black Adam could do.
Well, it's just because I know the character Black Adam. He's existed before.
You don't get to bring up comics during a movie showing. You don't get to bring up the real story at a movie.
Anyway, they have 6 powers basically that they get from different gods, and the gods' names they make to spell the acronym Shazam. I don't know what they are for Black Adam because the gods are they're Egyptian or Middle Eastern gods who I've never heard of, but I know for Shazam it's fuck, I don't know if I know Shazam off the top of my head. It's the strength of something with an S. What's a strong Greek or Roman god? All of them? That's probably true.
Yeah.
No, it's not the strength. Oh, it's the...
Isn't it? I don't know. The war god?
He has the wisdom of Athena, the strength of Hercules, the lightning of Zeus.
Hercules isn't a god.
Yeah, well, he's a demigod.
And
they upgrade him to god status at the end of his life.
Alright, sure.
He's got, the speed of Mercury.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. I don't remember that. What's an S? What's a Roman god? Saturn. Something of Saturn, I bet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. The moons and rings.
I remember there was a spin-off comic where it was about superheroes in, World War II. And they had Shazam in that one, and he was a Jew. And so all of his powers were from, different prophets and characters in the Bible. So it's the strength of Samson, the wisdom of Moses.
I didn't know. They're in the Bible. Okay, never mind.
No, hold on. What do you know what the holy book that Jews have is?
No. What is it?
It's the Tanakh.
Okay.
Have you heard?
I wouldn't even guess that.
You've heard of the Torah before, right? The Torah?
I've heard of Bar Mitzvah.
That was racist, but...
What? That's not! I'm telling you, that's the extent of my knowledge. It's not racist. They really do that.
So the Tanakh is the Jewish holy book, and we call it the Old Testament. But for Jews, the Old Testament is the whole Testament. Testify.
Let's get the hell out of here. You're annoying.
Why did I bring that up? Yeah, anyway, keep on going with your Black Adam review.
You interrupted me for a long time. What is it? What? tyrant gods with devil crowns, wizards of God, Shazam.
Oh yeah, we were talking about why he says Shazam. That's why I went off on that tangent.
And then, he whooped the everlasting Mother Chuck out of the king when he got those Shazamming powers. And the wizards was like...
amazing. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And the wizards were like, Shazam! We didn't mean for you to do all that. That's too much.
You went a bit far.
Yeah, they were like, you're showing you're behind. We didn't give it to you for that. So, we're going to go ahead and lock you up. And then he was like, probably, I'm imagining, he was like what he said to what are those people who came? The least Justice League. He was like...
Oh, the Justice Society of America?
Yeah, sure, whatever. It was like, I bow to no one. So he killed all the wizards except one on some BS. That was really wrong of him. Because they gave him the powers. How dare you?
No, they gave his kid the powers and then his kid...
You're telling the story.
Oh my god. Oh, so I didn't realize you were pretending to, like, not know the whole story.
Yeah,
gotcha.
That's why... Well, forget it then, okay.
I'm sorry. I thought we were doing a review, not like going through the entire fucking movie.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I didn't say the whole original story like you just did.
You were keeping it spoiler free.
Yeah. So I thought it was a review. Yeah. So he killed all the wizards except one, which was some messed up stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then some girl was getting chased because she was trying to take the devil crown years and years later for whatever reason. I don't know why she even did that. I still don't know. Why'd she take the crown for? What was she going to do with that? She
was worried that Intergang was going to find the crown, and so she was like, we gotta hide it somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. Okay, see? A lot happened. I got lost on that part. Yeah, so she had took it. They were on her heels, and she woke up, what's his face? Black Adam. And Black Adam was like, ooh, I'm about to mess people up again.
Right.
Because it's been locked up. I'm really going to end up telling the whole story, so you go ahead and finish from there.
I just thought it was a fun, action-packed romp. Lots of laughs.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
I thought Atom Smasher and Cyclone make a cute couple. I'm looking forward to the sequel where it's just them. And it's not a superhero movie. It's just like a rom-com.
And she just spins around him all the time and stuff, sprinkling like greens and purples and blues. Yeah. And they keep freeze framing every time she smiles.
Yeah. I'm actually not familiar with the character of Cyclone. I don't know her. I know all the other ones. I thought Dr. Fate was cool. I'm glad to see him. I like that character. It's cool to see him in a movie for the first time. And I do say for the first time, I'm keenly aware that there's a decent chance he showed up in that Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves. If that's the case, don't tell me. I'm going to pretend this was his first appearance. What would you give it, like, a score?
I believe all the critics are saying, and I agree with them, 32%. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a damn good movie. I'd give it like an 80%, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 85 because I liked it more than you.
Okay. Just to say you did, right? Yeah.
Do you think you are a confident person? Why or why not?
Yeah, sure. That's very confident, huh? Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Right. No, I think I'm a confident enough person. I don't think I'm the most confident.
Okay.
I think I'm a confident person because I'm willing to not be the best. Mm-hmm. So I think that gives me confidence.
Because
I'll go in there. I'll still charge it.
You bring the bar down to your level, and then you're always going to pass it.
Yeah, no, not that I bring the bar down to my level. Just like I leave the bar where it is, and then I go jump for the bar. And if I fall, I'm like, that's okay. I knew that could have happened. Okay. And if I jump for the bar and I make it, I'm like, I knew that was going to happen.
Right, okay. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, I think I'm a confident person because I'm too dumb not to be.
Okay.
I'm not smart enough to know that I'm wildly unprepared for most of the scenarios I find myself in, so...
But then you get there, so you're still confident once you get there, you're just like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't supposed to be. That just makes sense,
Wow, I can think of a lot of ways that could go wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, but I can't, so
that's all that matters. There you go.
What about yourself are you most proud of?
This ginormous, huge brain of mine.
Oh. That was a fake out, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm most proud of who I am towards the people of my life.
Yeah. I like my big wiener.
Yeah, right? Damn. I didn't know we could really say it.
Oh yeah, we can say anything. Let's you know what, to prove we can say anything.
You're gonna prove what?
To prove we can say anything,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pull up Kanye West's most recent tweets now.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Yeah. I didn't even look. I heard he said something.
He said we talked about this one 2 weeks ago, but anyway, I find it so funny. I'll tell you anyway. He got kicked off Twitter or Instagram. He got kicked off somewhere for tweeting out.
I don't know what he said, but I do want to bring up that I know that Goodwill said they won't take it shit, so he must have really did something. Goodwill was like, we will not be accepting Yeezys.
God damn.
Yeah, so I don't know what he did, but yeah.
He got kicked out of existence apparently. But he tweeted out like I think it was on Instagram actually, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It was fucking I'm feeling sleepy right now, but once I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people in all caps.
Did something happen? Is he all right? He just woke up feeling like that.
I don't know.
Oh,
I think it was the end of the day because he was sleepy.
Oh yeah, he was delirious.
I like the idea that he he has some intense hatred for Jewish people, but that he still needs his rest.
Yeah, yeah, right. That's what's stopping him.
Yeah, I think there was something else he did, but people flipped out. He started getting kicked off social media things, and so he started doing interviews where he was going. Oh yeah, he said he did some Black Hebrew Israelite stuff where he's like we're the real Jews.
Oh my God, the 3%ers, we love them.
What?
The Hoteps.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have no. What's a
I know
Hotep?
you don't. It's all good. It's the Black Israelite gang.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does 3%er mean?
I forgot the breakdown, but it's like 95% of the world is in the wrong direction, the wrong path, and 5% have the chance to be the awakened one. And only 3% get there, and they're supposed to lead mankind. It's some black,
Is it
elitist BS.
3% of the total or 3% of the 5%?
Both, because it's like 95%, and of that,
Also,
there's
that
5%,
doesn't,
and then there's the 3% from the 5 and the 95.
I'm also more confused because
I don't know the exact math. I'm just telling you it's some breakdown like that. It's like some BS.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even if it's close to what you're saying right now, what confuses me is black people make up much more than only 5% of the world population.
No, I'm not saying black people are 5%. I'm saying the woke people. Okay, say we're talking about 100% is black people, right? And I said I'm making
right.
math.
So yeah, what
that.
I'm saying is that so the Black Hebrew Israelites are also excluding a sizable portion of the black community from even being able to.
Yeah,
wake
that's
up
what I
like
be
them.
saying. Stay broke, my brother, and all this other shit.
Wow.
And be trying to tell people because they're trying to. Their job is to wake people up. It's like the reverse of the white man's burden type bullshit.
I don't even know what that is, but
somebody will.
Okay. I feel like we're having an impromptu Louis Farrakhan.
It's all good.
Right
Just know. That's the type of stuff they be on. So yes, he was saying that black, and then he said he hated Jewish people, which leaving that black. Okay.
I actually talked to a very Catholic friend of mine about this, and I actually learned something very interesting. And he kind of explained where the basic idea of black people being Jews came from, and there actually is some truth to it. And it's it was like the Queen of Ethiopia a long time ago had been married to King Solomon. And she got pregnant, and she was like, you know what, King Solomon, you're a fucking asshole, or something like that.
And she was like, abortion rights.
No, she went back to Ethiopia, the entire country converted to Judaism, and then she gave birth, and that guy was the Jew king of Ethiopia. And Ethiopia became a Semitic state for a while. So everyone in Ethiopia practiced the Jewish religion. And the royal family and all their descendants actually had some Jewish blood in them, And then there's that story where Jesus meets a guy and he puts some mud in his eyes and then he can see again, right? You know that one? That was it mentions that was like a guy from Ethiopia who was like traveling to Jerusalem because he was Jewish, and then he converts to Christianity and he goes back to Ethiopia, and then the whole country converts to Christianity all at once, I guess. So there is a very small portion of black people, specifically from the Ethiopia region, specifically descended from the royal family of Ethiopia, 3,000 years ago or whatever, who can claim Jewish ancestry. Of course, I feel like, am I wrong in saying that Black Hebrew Israelites, that's really more of a North America thing?
I gotta tell you, I do not study. I have seen a good amount of their things because people have tried to show me the light war. But,
like any relatives or just random?
No, dudes who are, so excited by my blackness, and they're like, I wish you were who you are supposed to be, and try to lead me in the right path. Mm-hmm. The point is, I don't know. Okay. I can't tell you.
The point I was just gonna make is it seems to me like they're mostly in Canada and New York City, and so they don't. Most black people here, unless they moved here over the last 100 years or so, they're gonna be from the west coast of Africa. Their descendants anyway. So they're not really gonna have a legitimate claim to Jewish ancestry at all. I think. I'm pretty
sure there was a lot of around. I don't know.
Well, saying this, I'm now realizing I don't know where in Africa Ethiopia is. I'm assuming it's on. Okay, yeah, it's northwest, right? It's right next to Egypt. I'm gonna say it's right next to Egypt. Where do you think it is?
Right next to Egypt, but it's up there. It's the bordering up northern one.
Map of. Well, my point is, there have been many slaves who wound up over here coming from Ethiopia, probably. Let's see where we go. Is it smaller than anything? It does not appear to be in the north. Is Ethiopia still a country?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a thing they say? That's cute. Okay.
They never got, taken over. But, of course, people were in there.
I mean, surely they must have had, some kind of civil war at some point in the last couple hundred years, right?
That's not being conquered if you have a civil war. If America had a civil war, Britain didn't take us over.
I guess. But, I mean, did, in our Civil War, the Union conquered the South, did they not?
Say, they're oh, America.
Did you find it? Oh, yeah. See? We were getting all our slaves from, over here. We wouldn't have been getting them over there. Anyway, I'm calling you out, Black Hebrew Israelites.
Okay.
You and your bathrobes. And your walking sticks or whatever. Do they wear shawls?
It sounds like you know me, honestly. You're talking about their whole wardrobe and shit. I have no idea.
You guys wear those fucking, those headbands that look like on old-timey jars of jam, you put the checkered cloth over them?
What are you talking about, old man?
Why did we start talking about this? Oh yeah, Kanye!
Oh god.
Anyway, he got canceled from existence, and what's really funny is he's doubling down because he went on some podcast, I think, the Lex Friedman podcast, and he's there's the Jews control everything, they control the world, they're conspiring against me or whatever, and then he's just look, every single social media platform has kicked me off, Goodwill isn't taking my shit anymore, that's all the Jews' fault because I'm attacking them. Anyway, he's probably wrong. I mean, He also has a specific list of Jewish people, and he's this is their fault. What's happening to me?
Now he made a bulletin board in his house, tracing back who was responsible.
His house is covered in safety pins and string. That's pretty good.
Wow. I'm just upset, honestly, because I'm pretty sure the Black Israelites believe that they're the real original Jewish people. So how dare he blame the Jewish people?
I know they think that white people are literally the sons of the devil. I know that's a thing some people jokingly say, but they think it literally. Which I guess, at least that makes us sound a little cooler than we actually are. Oh, I had a real funny one, guys. What did it have to do? It had something to do with Kanye.
But you know what? I bet you'd figure that out if you would just tell me what would the best version of.
Oh, I'd have the perfect V waist with the cum bucket. What's it called?
I don't know what you're about to say. The cum bucket.
What's it? The cum gutters. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? The cum gutters? It's where your, like, pelvis is so in shape, you got, like, the muscle thing running down here like that.
That's what you call them.
No.
That's what you fucking call them.
Nah, that's what they call them.
No, who is they? I haven't heard anyone say that.
I think people in, like, the bodybuilding community. They call them. No, they call them cum gutters.
Yeah, alright.
I think that's true.
Sure. You came up with that shit? Okay.
Honestly, yeah, the best version of me, I would be in better shape. I'd probably read more. Honestly, that's about it.
He's already there, folks. He's already there.
Like I said, I need cum gutters.
Okay.
And I need to read a couple books.
Recording. I'll be quiet. Anyways, the best version of me would be like, being more in shape. Just time management. Honestly, because if I could manage my time, what could anyone say to me? I would be on top of everything. Probably know like 20 million links and be able to like know the exact distance of every star when I looked up without a telescope and like run like 5-10 miles a day. If I
could you see in my eyes my like immediate gut reaction to say you could be on top of me? Are you shocked I did not like scream that out the second you said?
What did I say about?
No, you said you'd be on top of things, and I said you. And my brain just immediately went, you can be on top of me,
And look at the cum gutters, you said?
You can feel them, you know.
Gross. Disgusting.
What I don't get is, like I said, they're supposed to be, like, the muscles you get, like, right here in your crotch. So, like...
They're not calling that the V anymore? We're not calling that the V?
Let me go to, like, Urban Dictionary.
No, I'm scared what I might see. If I'm typing in cum gutters.
Urban Dictionary doesn't have, what's it called?
Are you going straight to Urban Dictionary or are you typing that in?
Yeah, I'm going straight to Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary is like, what the hell are you talking about, you disgusting piece of shit? Urban Dictionary is like, we don't know what that is.
Urban Dictionary cum gutters.
Oh.
Fuck. I need to connect to the Wi-Fi.
You hear that? It doesn't exist.
No,
you can't find it.
I need to connect to the Wi-Fi to get onto it because
all of a sudden.
Because my friggin' T-Mobile doesn't want me learning about cum gutters.
They'd be right.
Yeah, here we go.
That's your government agent trying to save you.
On muscular/rip guys, and then you took it away so I can't read the rest.
I can read it. You like my popping sound, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're giving a good effect for the people. Don't throw.
I'm not. No, I'm good.
No.
We'll see how it comes out, but I'm good.
On muscular/ripped guys comment, the lines on both sides that lead from hips toward the groin period. The indentation is the cum gutter underlined period. After jacking off to completion, Jeff admired his seed dripping down his cum gutters and back on his nutsack.
See, now this is what I was going to point out. How are they? I was going to ask, how are they the cum gutters when, like, how would you get cum to that position? So how was Jack? Like, the only way that makes sense is if he's, like, lying on his back and, like, literally, like, forcefully pointing his dick towards him as he's, like, jerking off.
Maybe when you're that ripped, you know, you nut, you're doing the thing.
Yeah.
And then it goes up in the air and it lands perfectly in the cum gutters.
There you
by
go.
Gravity. And by natural force. And it drips down into where they said, you know, it does all the anatomy stuff.
Yeah. They're not very good gutters because, like, if you actually utilize them, it kind of just leads all the semen to be around your balls.
They go back home. What are you talking about? They recycle. It's like nature. With the water.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
She made a cum recycling joke, guys. Chris Chan. What was I about to say? How far do you think a guy can cum? Like, what do you think? Let me see if there's a world record for furthest distance cum. Or furthest cum shot. That's probably it.
I think probably, like, the average is, like a full load, you know? Not like that leftover stuff, but, like, a real one. Probably 18 inches. If you're having, like, a... Okay. What?
What does this say? The Legend of Horst Schultz. The world's most...
Okay.
Yeah, the world's most... that is pretty appropriate. The world's most famous long-distance ejaculator.
Yeah? What did he do? Let's hear it.
18 feet and 9 inches.
That sounds like it hurts.
Oh, yeah, like your dick would fall off.
Oh.
That can't be healthy. How long did he wait to... like? Because that's the thing, the longer you wait... I can get a solid couple of feet if I give it like 2 weeks beforehand.
So y'all be measuring?
Oh, it also set the record for fastest ejaculate at 42.7 miles per hour.
Again, it sounds very painful. Like, imagine you're with some dude. Imagine that. Okay, and you're things are escalating. And somebody shooting in or on you 18.9 feet at 42 miles per hour.
That's like Superman fucking you, and then he causes, like, the woman to explode.
Yeah, and then it's fucking cum in your brain because it shot all the way up. Great. Now you're dead.
Now that's what I call head.
Ha!
That one didn't even make sense.
Yes, it did. I just said it.
Okay. What life experiences did you miss out on?
I never got that one.
Yeah. I've never broken a bone.
Be careful saying that. I said that when I was in the 6th grade, and then
Sounds like you got a...
Yeah, I actually was grateful because I did feel like I had spoken it to, because I had never broke anything. And then, like, because I was a kid. And then boom, I broke a thumb.
Do I know a crazy, like, intrusive thought I had recently?
How recent? Like just now when you looked away?
No, like a couple days ago. I think yesterday, actually. But anyway, I got this big skin tag on my pinky, right? And I was just like, what if I just cut my finger off?
I mean, I'm trying to just like at least cut around it and like in.
Yeah, I could do past the first knuckle, you know, and I could still do this.
Yeah, it's still.
I mean, missing my pinky wouldn't even be like that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. It'd be a good conversation starter.
No, it wouldn't, because then you'd have to tell people I did it because I had a fucking skin tag, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're crazy as hell."
No, I could just be like,
like, oh, okay.
I could just tell them I was like, I'm like a little crazy, you know, I'm a little eccentric. I didn't want it anymore. Or I could just make up stories.
Okay, what are the made up stories?
I deflected a bullet. Someone shot me, and I used my pinky. Bah!
Oh, okay, and the pinky stopped the bullet, but it completely flew off.
Yeah, it sacrificed the pinky. Yeah,
it fell off.
Or it could be like, or I could be like, oh, I lost my big toe, and they replaced it with my pinky.
That's ill.
Did you know that some people, if they lose their thumb, they'll cut off their big toe and replace it?
Because what's the point of that?
I guess it's more important to have a thumb than a big toe.
It's not. I walk with those. I'll take a thumb. What do we really need our thumbs for?
Maybe I got backwards. It's if people... No, you want to take your thumb to... My grandma doesn't have...
Oh. Well, she never has to worry about getting recruited.
She never had to worry about that anyway.
She's still alive, right? Yeah, I know. She's still alive, right?
Yeah, she's a woman.
Yeah, and they're trying so she's safe.
Do you support drafting women? The draft for women?
As in a relationship, have to continue to give birth. I do. Once y'all get to the point... Well, we can trade off, which I'm sure as soon as
what does giving birth have to do with military service?
I did my service to that country. What the fuck? Yeah.
Okay. Do you support getting rid of the right to vote then for women? Because that's like the deal for men. We have to risk getting drafted, and then we earn the right to vote. Okay,
so I'll just stop. All the women just stop giving birth then, and stop serving the country too. So since you don't want us to vote,
that's the deal. You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's not important. It's
not a terrible argument. It's just like...
Yeah, no, I mean, if your thing is more important than my thing, then I just want to do it. Like,
well, I'm just thinking, like, you know, giving birth is something you just kind of do, you know? It's not something that was, like, hoisted upon you.
Yes, it is.
At least not by Well, not by the American government.
Yeah, it is. You can't get an abortion.
Okay. You know what? What if... Okay, that'd be a big brain play if they were like, okay, listen, women, back in the 60s or whatever it was, you know, you got the right to vote even though you didn't have to do the draft. And now we're saying, here's the price. No abortion, but you get the right to vote, or we'll give you the abortions, but you can't vote.
That doesn't make sense. Back then they couldn't get an abortion, and they still couldn't vote.
And it was better both ways back then. No.
That's alright. That's why people had coat hangers.
Name one good thing women have voted for.
I don't have the statistics. Okay.
Let me go on a long-winded, history-fueled rant about why all of the problems in modern-day America can be traced back to prohibition, which was caused by women. I'm just kidding. I couldn't make that
I was waiting. Okay, so they stopped beating on the kids to death, alright?
No.
Yeah, that was terrible.
They didn't care about the kids. The women just wanted to get alcohol bans so their husbands would stop beating them, you know?
I'm sure they sometimes cared about... I mean, you know, imagine you nearly die bleeding to death because it's back in the day. And doctors are fucking terrible. They're digging their dirty hands in you, and you're getting disease written on your deathbed from your birth when you could have been cool. Mm-hmm. You did that, and then when the baby's out, your husband is drunk as fuck, and the baby's crying. He just beats it to death. I'm pretty sure they cared a bit. You know,
think that happened.
I'm pretty sure they were like, "Well, damn,
that's crazy. Make another one." He comes back home, and he's like, "This one doesn't look like me enough."
Yeah, exactly. That's terrible. Woman did that. That's crazy. You are damn right. That's awful. Well, maybe we should get our rights.
Well, I'm saying prohibition is what caused the rise of organized crime all over the world and also political corruption.
Women didn't do that. Men decided to do that shit. You can't put that on women.
What? Women
didn't organize the crime themselves. They said stop drinking and motherfuckers cause organized crime. You're putting it on women? What the fuck?
No, I'm saying women caused prohibition, which caused those things.
Prohibition didn't cause those things. People caused those things.
How did prohibition not cause those things? Alcohol was illegal, and then people were like, I still want to drink alcohol, and then criminals were like, hey, I can give you alcohol.
And then you blame the women.
Yeah, because they wanted people to stop beating on them. They caused the thing that caused the thing. Like, you know.
And then they're like, let's vote against that. And we're going to be like, we should abstain from that and just live our lives naturally and healthily. And people started organized crime. And they're like, look what you fucking did. Beat on them again. and now they're drinking from criminals and shit. And it's all the women's fault. I mean, facts upon facts.
You can say, I agree, their intentions were good, but the results of their actions were horrible. How am I crazy? Women.
So tell me this, right? So alcohol is like drugs, right? It's a stimulant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can be addicted to it, right?
Yeah.
People enjoy themselves when they're on it.
Yeah.
And taking it, right?
So I hear.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So.
See, I'm a real feminist, so I abstain from this stuff. So.
So the government did the war on drugs, and they caused all the cartel and everything happening after they did that. After they told people not to do that.
That was already happening, though. It's worse now. I agree, but it was already.
And organized crime was already happening. Also, when people were drinking.
Not prior to Prohibition, organized crime wasn't happening.
Have you done the history when it started?
Have you?
No, but I'm not the one claiming that women started organized crime. You are.
I'm saying that there's a direct line from Prohibition to the rise of organized crime. I know, you're saying
that. So tell me that organized crime was not started before. You did the research since you're saying that, right?
Listen, I've read history books. I haven't done research. But as far as I'm aware, organized crime was not. It wasn't like able to control cities and shit like that prior to Prohibition. There wasn't enough money in it before that.
That's not people's fault. If something was already there, and then they said, "Let's stop this bad thing," and people used it with the bad thing they already had and made money. That's not people's fault for trying to get rid of it, and people decided we don't want to.
I mean, like,
and we're gonna make money.
Listen, I'm not saying like, sure, we can say it's just like yes, committing criminal acts are the criminal's fault, but that doesn't mean, like, you can't, at least...
That woman didn't.
That doesn't mean you can't take responsible for the things that you did that helped in leading to that outcome, you know?
Nobody helped them do that.
No, listen. If I knocked you up, am I allowed to say, well, I was just trying to have sex with her? I'm not responsible for the pregnancy. How is it not the same?
If someone take something away. You're talking about giving something to someone. I'm talking about taking something away and someone sneaks and takes it.
Listen, you're not doing good with understanding analogies. We're focusing on the principle, and the principle is you're saying women had this intent that led to this action. That action caused this thing to happen. And I'm saying even though their intent was not for this thing over here to happen, they still have some responsibility because they still took the action. And you're saying they had this intent.
And someone decided to go do some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. So you're saying
what does that have to do with them?
You're saying they bear no responsibility even though their action caused this because of their intent. And I'm saying...
Their action didn't cause it, though.
My intent...
Their action caused it, not their action.
They would have never taken this action if not for their action.
How do you know that? Alcohol and drugs, people... probably would have always used that as crime. People probably.
But if it wasn't illegal, there wouldn't have been money in it for crime. They would have been beaten out by legal
alcohol
businesses.
Alcohol is not illegal right now, and people can still make money off of it, and they can still have it in
legal businesses
and in illegal ones if they want to. It doesn't matter.
Who's running illegal alcohol businesses?
I'm saying an illegal business they can have alcohol. I don't know. Fucking in places where you can't have. God.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about just because someone bans something and someone decides to take that and make money from it and use it for evil doesn't make it the person's fault for banning it.
I'm not saying... I'm not necessarily saying it's their fault. I'm saying that they do, like, if you're going to take an action, the results of that action that you took, like, you bear some responsibility for them, even if their consequences are unforeseen, you know? Like, let's say I'm standing on top of a cliff, and, you know, I'm having a good time, and I pick up a big rock and I throw it off the cliff. And then down at the bottom of the cliff, there's a hiker, and they get hit in the head and killed. Do I bear some responsibility for that?
Yeah, because you picked up a rock and
hit
someone in the head
exactly.
with it.
I took an action. I didn't know there'd be a hiker down there.
No, like you
I didn't know
are
it would
the
hit
immediate
him.
person. You're the immediate one to do that. The women are not the immediate ones who did that. These people are the immediate ones who did it.
The women took the action of instituting prohibition.
And that's it. And then the criminals are the ones picking up the rock, not the women. Okay. So the women are the hill, basically, right? The women are the hill filled with rocks. And you're talking about you picking up the rock and saying, no, that's the hill's fucking fault for having those rocks.
No!
If the hill wasn't here, I wouldn't have picked up this rock and hit the hiker. Don't you admit that the hill has some responsibility for having these rocks here for me to pick up?
A hill cannot make choices. A hill can't take actions.
And you're the one who threw the rock. Who are you going to blame? Me and the women both took an action. That action... in both cases, had unintended consequences. Okay, so tell me this. You and a kid, right?
Uh-huh.
And you take the cookie jar. You're like, no more cookies.
Right.
And the kid eats himself into, like, fucking food poisoning to eat the cookies. And you have to be like, oh, I have to be... Not because you didn't watch the kid, but because you took the cookies away. We're not saying that part of it.
What are they eating?
Cookies.
So I took the cookies away, but they got the cookies?
That's what you said the criminals did, right? You banned alcohol, and they got alcohol, right?
Wait, can you start over? I'm getting confused.
You, kid, cookies. You took cookies. Kid got cookies.
Uh-huh.
Kid did bad thing, got sick. Now you have to take responsibility, because you took the cookies. That's what you're saying. Because if you had never took the cookies, the kid would have never went and tried to sneak them and overate them.
The kid did want the cookies. Then.
Yeah, just like everyone wanted the alcohol in it.
You have stumbled into an accidentally okay analogy.
I have not stumbled into anything.
Obviously, my reaction would be, well, I tried to prevent the kid from getting the cookie, so I can't... You know, my failure does not necessarily mean that I'm responsible for what happened when the kid did get the cookies. But that also does apply to prohibition here. I'm going to have to think through that one.
Okay. All right.
Women, I'm letting you off the hook for a couple days.
Get the hell out of here. Please get the hell out of here. I don't even know why you tried to blame someone who had nothing to do with something.
They had... Okay, you can't... Listen, well, let's just be honest. They had at least something. I drew the line.
Okay. And when the kid gets food poisoning because you took something away from him, I'm going to tell you that you had something to do with that.
This has never happened, by the way. How large is this cookie jar? Are they poisoned?
It's filled all the way.
They're poisoned?
And the kid is a small kid. The kid is like 5. They can't, the kid is 5, and it's filled up.
I don't think 5-year-olds can eat too many cookies that they'll die.
5-year-old can overeat, like, sugar and get sick and all that other shit.
No.
The kid, okay.
They're built for that. That's what I did when I was a kid.
I'm sure you're like 6 foot when you're a kid.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I came out the womb 6 foot,
exactly,
actually.
That's what I'm saying.
I wore my mom like a suit.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And then they had to
really gross.
They had to do a C-section from like her chin to her pussy, and then they unzipped her and I stepped out.
Having sons is so weird. Imagine I have a son and he refers to my vagina. That's weird.
That would be pretty bad.
Yeah, it's weird.
Good thing I've never done that.
No.
How long are we in this thing?
We're like 3 questions. Oh, you mean the
God damn, we're getting close. Let's see. What else?
I'm sure you can only use like...
Nah, I think this has been great. We should start our own podcast, just you and me.
Oops. Y'all are in trouble. What's their face? What are the 2 friends' names?
I mean, I can do both. This is not a time-consuming process for me.
Oh, you're in trouble. What's their name? What's their names?
Nico and Jackson and
Oh,
Dylan.
Nico and Jackson, you're in trouble. You hear this?
And also Dylan.
And also Dylan. God damn. That sucks. That really sucks to suck.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one. What is the nicest compliment you've received? Welcome to being a man.
Yeah, it's my first. Anyway. The nicest compliment I've ever received? I don't know. People always tell me that I like bring good feelings.
It's intense. I think I got called handsome by an old lady in a Walmart once.
And then she pinched your face.
Yeah, exactly.
And then she offered up her youngest granddaughter. That's what old people be doing. They be doing that type. You're like, I have a
arranged marriages, yay or nay?
You know, I be looking at it and I'm like, damn, maybe we should be doing that.
Maybe they're onto something.
Yeah, really? I've started to think that. Huh. But anyways. Oh, that's not a question. You just made that up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, we're having little threads from our answers and I'm following them. Okay. This is how conversations work, you know?
Okay. Not that you've been a part of many, but...
Jesus. I have at least, I think, 77 other episodes of this show that beg to differ.
I listened to those. That wasn't a conversation.
What were they then?
Everyone was talking to themselves. I kid.
God.
Anyways. No, they're good. Throwing little jabs here and there. It was cute. Mm-hmm. You guys are making it.
We're
conversating it up.
Conversating?
Yeah.
Daggum, I'm fucking conversating. What's your favorite American accent?
Nah, not that I can understand them, but I like the Bayou type of people.
Oh my god, that's my answer too.
They're fun. Whenever you can listen enough to catch some of the stuff they're saying, they're pretty creative, you know?
I would just roll my boat down by the bayou and I saw the big old gator.
Yeah, I don't know. They be having all types of analogies, smileys.
I tell you what, I go down to the fish fry and I get so fat I'm just like a catfish on Sunday.
Okay. And she screamed like an ostrich having 6 eggs. Shit like that. Yeah. They be, I don't know. They be
I be sweating like a whore in church.
I like that. You get snaps for that.
Have you not heard that one?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I like it. Should whores go to church? Mm-hmm. Jesus loves hoes, confirmed.
The Bible says it. White and black.
What's your opinion on Black Jesus?
Maybe. Who knows? Nobody has pictures or anything.
That's true. I mean, they've kind of figured it out. And like, he just looks like, you know, a Middle Eastern Jew.
They have black people in the Middle East. So maybe.
They have them nowadays, but...
The Middle East is like right there in between like Asia, Europe, and Africa. So
yeah, but he's also Jewish.
Don't you know? I mean, I don't know.
I find it funny the way... I also, like, I don't know. He probably, like,
you know, like, everyone has made Jesus in their image. I'm sure he didn't have, like, fucking light brown hair.
Yeah, no.
Like, yeah, so, I mean, unless we're going to dissect that, too.
I can dissect it, right? Well, it's real, like...
He doesn't look like the picture I see when I go to...
Well, yeah. So that, it's fun, because, you know, I feel like, there's a certain subsection of black Americans who have made it this real big deal. They're like, Jesus wasn't white, this is... whitewashing, blah, 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 this is brainwashing, they're trying to blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, it's just because they're American is why they see that picture. If you go to churches in Africa, they have a picture of Jesus that makes him look like a black African. If you go to churches in China, they have pictures of Jesus that make him look Chinese, which he very obviously wasn't.
That's the point I'm trying to make too. So
yeah, it's just like every culture makes him kind of look what they're familiar with in that culture, and it just happens that because... you know, African Americans, you know, they adopted Christianity or, you know, whatever from white Americans, that they also took that specific image that we use with them.
Mm-hmm. And then they did what everyone else did and made it in their image.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how many have done that.
What, Black Americans?
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about that group right now, aren't you?
Anyway, I find it funny the people who try to argue that he really was black, and what they'll do is they'll cite Revelations, you know, and they just wildly misinterpret everything in it. So, like, when Jesus shows up in Revelations, it's after he has been resurrected. Sorry, and you can tell in the Bible, so, like, you know, it says he raises from the grave, and he walks up behind Mary, and they don't recognize him. So, you know, Jesus, after he rises from the grave, he looks different. So even if, like, post-resurrection Jesus were black, that's not what he looked like when he was a human and alive, you know? And two, like, the specific verses they reference is, when he's being described in Revelations, it's like his skin was that of bronze being heated in a fire. And you say, oh, bronze, that's kind of close. to like black people's skin, and so that he was black. But it's specifically bronze being heated in a fire, which is blinding white. And I'm not saying Jesus was white in Revelations. I'm saying the way he's described. So he describe him with that, and they also describe it as having hair that is white as snow, white like wool. And they try to say, oh, they're describing it like wool. So it's like a, what's like the official name for this texture? Afro texture? Sure. I just want to know what the real term is.
A lot of people say that.
Okay.
Afro.
Yeah, so they argue it's like that texture. It's like, no, it was just describing the color, which you would know if you read the original Greek. And so, like,
who the fuck is reading the original Greek?
People who actually want to be intellectually honest. Anyway,
you read the original Greek?
No, I've
okay.
I've listened to people who have read the original Greek. But anyway, the point is, Jesus, when he shows up in Revelations, he doesn't even have a skin color. They literally describe him as being a blinding light in the shape of a human. It's like a shadow if it were light, you know. It's like the outline of a person. But anyway,
I'm not mad at him.
They also describe him as having a two-sided sword coming out of his mouth. So,
well, you know, no one's depicting that. So yeah, get on everyone for that one.
Until black people start spitting swords out of their mouth, they don't look like Jesus.
White people too, right?
Yeah, true.
Cool.
I don't know about my sword, guys.
So. And he doesn't know about mine. It turns out us together makes Jesus.
Oh my God. Kumbaya, my lord.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, do you have any last words before I kill you? Before the podcast ends?
I would have never agreed to this if I knew that I had to die at the end. Those are my last words. I would have never done this.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Thank you for joining us on Guapish Rule 34. Kirsten, can you tell them about the Patreon?
Oh, hell yeah. So the Patreon, we're there too. And also, it is 99 cents.
Sure. I think actually Patreon has like a minimum payment of $1. Exactly.
99 cent point 9, which is $1 in USD.
Sure.
Math.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
What do they get if they sign up on the Patreon?
They get early view.
Yeah, that is true. They do get that one.
Yeah.
Do you know what else they get?
Also, they get to see your NFTs that you make for the Patreon.
That's true. I'm shocked that you remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. How much slime coin do they get? You can make up a number. We've been increasing it.
I was about to say the one that's the slimiest of coins.
No, how much of it though?
The slimiest slime coin is probably like 350.
You see, we went last week. We gave you guys 500 slime coins. This week you're getting 350. Though.
I thought we were only doing it like Bitcoin math, like a quarter of the slimiest.
I have no idea. Coin. I don't know.
So you want to give them the full one? That's 700, obviously.
Okay, it's 700 slime coin now.
Yeah, 350 plus 350.
You guys also get the pre and post show, and maybe we'll let you into the Discord, but also maybe not. We're still kind of figuring that one out, and no one's subscribed to the Patreon or even listens to this part. Oh, and if you subscribe to the Patreon, we'll read your name every episode, either at the beginning or the end, or maybe just randomly throughout. That'd be fun.
That's hot.
Do you want me to read your name? Yeah. Then go to patreon.com/Guapish and sign up for $1.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for watching. Bye.